Somewhere in the last few years, people stopped being able to sit still, not physically, mentally. Silence became uncomfortable. Focus became difficult. Boredom became unbearable. And without realizing it, millions of people slowly lost control of their own attention. Every morning now starts the same way. Before the brain is even fully awake, people reach for their phones, notifications, videos, messages, scrolling, noise, and before the day even begins, the mind is already exhausted. Modern life isn't just distracting people anymore, it's rewiring them, and the scary part is most people still think this is normal. Think about the average morning today. The alarm rings, and within seconds, the brain gets attacked by stimulation. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, emails, news, notifications, no silence, no calmness, no real waking up, just instant digital input. Most people don't even realize how unnatural this is. For thousands of years, human mornings started slowly, sunlight, movement, conversation, nature. But modern mornings begin with dopamine overload, and over time, the brain starts expecting stimulation immediately after waking up. That's why silence now feels uncomfortable to so many people. The brain became dependent on constant input. Have you noticed how difficult silence feels now? People can't eat without videos playing, can't walk without headphones, can't sit alone without checking their phones. Even short moments of waiting feel painful. Elevators, lines, traffic, restaurants. The moment silence appears, people immediately search for stimulation, and this behavior became so normal that nobody questions it anymore. But silence used to be a natural part of life. Now people escape from it constantly because modern stimulation changed what the brain expects, and slowly, people forgot how to simply exist without entertainment. The human brain evolved for survival, not for infinite scrolling. Thousands of years ago, humans experienced slow environments, nature, stillness, deep conversations, long periods of focus. But modern technology completely changed the environment surrounding the brain. Now people consume endless content, rapid edits, fast entertainment, nonstop notifications, constant novelty, and the brain struggles to process all of it because every piece of stimulation activates dopamine, the chemical connected to reward and motivation, and platforms learned how to trigger dopamine perfectly. Every swipe creates uncertainty. Maybe the next video will be more exciting. Maybe the next post will feel more rewarding. That unpredictability keeps people hooked. And eventually, the brain starts craving stimulation constantly. Attention spans are collapsing everywhere. People struggle to read books, watch long videos, study deeply, stay focused, finish tasks. Even conversations became shorter because the brain adapted to speed. Modern apps trained people to expect constant novelty every few seconds, and normal life can't compete with that speed. That's why many people now feel restless doing simple activities. A slow movie feels boring, a quiet moment feels empty, one task feels mentally exhausting. The brain keeps searching for another dopamine hit, another notification, another scroll, another distraction. And slowly, deep focus disappears. One of the biggest hidden problems of modern life is mental exhaustion. Not physical exhaustion, mental exhaustion. Because the brain never truly rests anymore, even during free time. People are consuming stimulation, videos, music, scrolling, gaming, notifications. The nervous system stays active constantly, and over time, the brain becomes overloaded. That's why so many people now feel mentally foggy, emotionally numb, unmotivated, distracted, disconnected, not because they're weak, because their minds are overstimulated every single day. Modern people are constantly entertained, but deeply exhausted internally. Social media didn't just change communication, it changed human psychology itself. People now measure value through likes, views, notifications, validation, engagement. Attention became currency, and platforms optimized everything to keep users emotionally attached. Fear spreads faster, drama spreads faster, outrage spreads faster, because emotional stimulation keeps people engaged longer. And the longer people stay online, the more profitable they become. That's why algorithms constantly fight for human attention, not to help people, but to keep them consuming. The attention economy became one of the most powerful industries in history. Every app wants more of your time. Every platform wants more engagement because your attention creates billions of dollars. Think about that. Some of the richest companies on earth became powerful simply by keeping people distracted. The longer people scroll, the more ads they watch. The more data they generate, the more money gets made, and slowly human attention became a product. People are no longer just users, they became consumers of endless stimulation. Boredom used to create imagination. Some of humanity's greatest ideas were born during silence, but now people escape boredom instantly. The moment discomfort appears, they open another app. And because of that, the brain rarely enters deep reflection anymore. Modern people consume constantly, but think deeply less and less. That may become one of the biggest hidden dangers of the digital age, because creativity requires stillness, and stillness is disappearing. Have you noticed something strange? People spend hours consuming content, yet still feel empty afterward, because stimulation is not fulfillment. Entertainment keeps the brain busy temporarily, but it doesn't create meaning. That's why endless scrolling often leaves people emotionally drained afterward. The brain receives constant dopamine, but very little real satisfaction. And over time, people start feeling disconnected from real life itself. Modern life is becoming louder every year. More content, more distraction, more stimulation. But the people who survive mentally in the future may be the ones who still know how to be still. The ones who still control their own minds. Because when attention disappears, parts of life disappear with it. If you want more cinematic documentaries about psychology, AI, focus, modern life, and the hidden realities shaping the future, subscribe to FutureFlowAI. Because understanding the modern world might become one of the most important skills of this generation.